How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be doing my review for the third episode of Disney XD's Ducktales 2017 reboot. So I am starting to review the series again. Well, at least these two episodes. Okay, so basically there was like two main stories of this episode, you could say. One being with Louie and Scrooge, and the other being with Dewey and Webby. Really interesting, actually. The stuff with Della Duck, Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mom. And Dewey's on the search to basically find his mom, or find out what happened to his mom. And Webby go to Scrooge's private library. What was the librarian's name? Quackmaster? Or something like that. And then they order the books in the right order, and then it opens like a little door, secret door, and then there's like a big room with a bunch of like stuff about Della Duck, which we'll see what happens in the next episodes and see how that plays a part. I like cartoons that actually have that actually have a plot and don't, just start over every episode. Because this episode did have some interesting points to it at the end with Gyro and his invention with the light bulb. Was it Lil Bulb? And he's like wants to become a robot. He's writing his list down of like ideas, I think. And it lives off at a bit of mystery. So that's really cool. So I'm assuming we'll see more of him in the future. I'm not going to be doing predictions, I don't think, for this show. Yeah, I don't feel like this is a good show to do predictions with, even though there is some stuff we could talk about with Gyro and Della Duck. Those are probably the main points of the episode. And then the other story, as I said, mentioned earlier with Louie and Scrooge. Louie working and trying to get Scrooge's dime back after he loses it and spends it on Pep, which is like a soda. But it was not his dime. We find out at the end of the episode, and that Scrooge's dime's always around his neck. But yeah, he was just showing that, just because I'm rich, blah blah blah, I can't, act like a rich snob all the time. I worked to get here, basically, that sort of message, which is always good to show younger people, I guess. You don't, you have to work to get here. Which Scrooge did, work to get where he is. Yeah, so there's that. And then the only other things I want to talk about in this episode is, where were all the characters? Like, what? First of all, this was the weirdest thing. Where was Huey? Like, we saw Dewey and Louie, but where was Huey? Like, he was not in the episode at all. Which, if you don't know, like, all the nephews' names, it's Huey's the red one, Dewey's the blue one, and Louie's the green one. But yeah, where was Huey? Like, he was not in the episode. Neither was Donald Duck, which I was talking about in my last review, how I wanted to see more of him since he wasn't in, the original series too much. I don't know, it was just kind of weird, and Pleakley wasn't in it. Launchpad was in it for a quick second. I forgot to mention that in the last episode. Launchpad was not in last episode at all. Like, Launchpad, my boy, like, what the heck, man? Like, what? Where are all the characters? I don't know, I just thought it was really weird that Huey wasn't in the episode. Like, I could understand maybe that, Pleakley and Donald weren't in it, but, like, Huey, like, just focused on the two nephews, Dewey and Louie. I just kind of thought that was a little weird, but, overall, I think the episode, has left some things open for the next episodes, or what's to come. Just kind of, like, build up some things. So that was probably the best part of the episode, about the two things with Gyro and Della Duck. But I'm sure we'll find more about that in the next episodes to come. Yeah, it was a good episode though. Not as good as the last one, I think. I'll probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Boop.